Previously on the Data Factory.
Let's have a look inside a typical SQL server. So with that, the installation is complete. That was it. Similarly, databases and the file type is MDF, also referred to as a primary data file. Select the top 1000 rows. Okay, it's ready for us to reuse. That was creating a table, insert into batch and go. Is null. We use between to avoid use of multiple equality operators like this. Percent at the beginning and at the end. Also here, let us mention a range. You have all the records except the top 2. Reporting list of employees with lowest salary.
Hello and welcome to a new episode by the Data Factory. Previously, we have covered a lot of SQL queries, wherein we introduced using where, conditionals, between, wildcard, sorting, limiting results, functions, subqueries. In this one, let's introduce ourselves to DML queries or your data manipulation language. Examples would be update, set, delete from. Now we had already introduced insert into while inserting data into our tables. Please refer to the earlier videos if you have missed those. Additionally, we will also cover DDL queries, your data definition language. That said, again, we had already introduced creating database and table. Here, we will just cover truncate, alter table, adding a column, alter table, altering a column or the column property, alter table, dropping a column, and dropping the table altogether. It's important for you to note that truncate does not fall under the category of DML queries. The reason is whenever we execute truncate, it reinitializes our table. Hence, it can be classified as a DDL statement. Perfect. Let's move ahead. The first requirement is to update salaries to 1 5 times zeros for all employees residing in Canada. Okay. Before that, let's use our database, that is employee database. Okay, so this is our database and this will be our table that we had created earlier. Let's make it full screen as well. Alt, Shift and Enter. Zoom in. Great. And the query goes like this. Update employee info set emp sal equals 1 5 times 0 where emp country equals Canada. This should do the job. It makes sense to have a cutout right over here so that we are able to see what were the contents of our table previously and what it is after executing the queries. Perfect. 5 rows are affected. That means we had 5 employees who are from Canada. To verify, let's select start from employee info. You see, these are the updated salaries. So that is 5 in number. Now, next up, let's remove the records of employees from Canada. Okay. Delete from employee info where emp country equals Canada. Let's verify. We shouldn't have any records from Canada. Yeah. Remove all data from table. Herein, let's introduce you to truncate. Do note that truncate does not support any conditional deletions. In fact, truncate is not monitored in the log file at all. So the log file that we had introduced as the .ldf, it's kind of your CCTV camera of whatever is being done with your database and tables. Truncate does not get logged there, unlike delete, which does get logged. In fact, truncate is very similar to doing Control-Shift-Delete in Windows. Now let's truncate our table here. Truncate table name, employee underscore info. Perfect. Now we shouldn't have any records. It's imperative that we be very careful while using truncate, because again, just to repeat myself, it is not monitored in the log data file. Let's add a new character column named employee status. Herein we will introduce you to alter table, employee info, and employee status varchar 100. They should do the job, right? It's done. Let's select and verify we have the employee status. To our next query, wherein we need to modify employee status to include numeric codes only. Okay. Let's alter table, alter column, alter table, table name, alter column, employee info, and previously it was varchar. Now we change it to accept only integers. What does it state? Alter table, alter column failed because column employee info does not exist in the table. Oh, sorry, my bad. Should be employee status. Perfect. Our job is done. Next up, we have the requirement to remove employee status column. This should be very simple. Alter table, table name, drop column, column name, and a column should be dropped. Let's verify. We don't have employee status column anymore. The final one, we are supposed to drop the table altogether, a dangerous one, but yeah, that's a requirement. Drop table, table name. Cool. Now if we select, we should get an error, invalid object name. Perfect. So with that, we come towards the end of this episode. See you in the next one. Till then, cheers.